I have changed the batteries in every smoke detector in this house now. So, I think we should... What the fuck is that noise? Jesus Christ. Let's see. Is that coming from outside? What in the hell?
Motherfucker! The fuck was that? Ninja. Oh, hell yeah!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, juggalos, juggalettes, and those who don't identify as such. This is Juggalo Judgment, where two friends take time out of their busy schedules to sit down, listen to, and analyze music of the Juggalo variety. You're joined by your hosts, Mike and...
Shmeev. I feel like it's been a minute.
How are you? It has. It's been a minute for us.
Yeah.
Because last week, I was just sad face, and I was like, I can't record today.
Yeah, it's been a whole extra week than what we usually do.
But we still have our little buffer, so that's okay. So by the time this comes out, you won't even realize it.
We're not even going to miss a beat, honestly. I'm planning on doing another recording next week like we normally would have, and keeping it going.
I'm really looking forward to that one, so yeah, we'll see how that is.
I don't even know what it is. I don't think I've looked that far ahead. I have no clue what I'm what to expect for this, so whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. But for those of you who have been on this ride for oh so long, thank you very much for sticking along.
Good to have you back.
And if this is your first episode, we ain't stopping. This train is just it's keeping moving.
Like Barrett Wallace said, there ain't no getting off this train we're on.
No.
Speaking of which, Black Materia, the remake, officially released. It will have released about like 2 months before this episode goes out. So, go have a look at that. I haven't actually gotten to listen to it yet.
I'm actually very surprised. I really thought you would have had that.
I haven't had the fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully after you're done with this, you can go and listen to your heart's content on the rest of your Saturday.
I might just put it on for the rest of this day. Yeah, why not?
That's what you should do.
I'm looking forward to it. The intro. Here's something that might interest you. He grabbed a lot of guests for this. Would you like to hazard a guess at who is on the intro of this album?
Is it somebody that I'm familiar with?
It is somebody you're familiar with.
Murs.
No.
Damn.
Austin Creed.
You know what? That honestly would have been my next guess. I just know that that Ran and Murs have hooked up.
They have done some stuff, yeah.
So you know what? That's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's rad.
Austin Creed.
That's what I have for today.
That's okay.
But I happen to know that we're doing something that is not that today. Hot off the heels of fucking garbage, just trash, absolute fucking dreck, as I think that's a British term. Is that what they say? I think that's a British one.
Uh-huh.
We have something better. Mike's giving me these weird looks like we don't have something better than fucking supervillains. Because we do.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was the last thing we did.
He's thinking that the episode that's going up on the day we're recording, I guess, is the last thing. So he thought I was throwing some shade at Mutant. But I'm not.
I suck. Oh, my God. Yes, you're fairly correct.
I'm 100% correct.
So yes, today we are talking about Pony Down Prelude by Drive-By.
Drive-By.
Drive-By, Blaze Ya Dead Homie and Anybody Killa, linking up, doing the damn thing,
unlike anything they've done before. And I mean that unironically.
Yes. Is that for the better? I don't know. Really quick, before we jump in, I do want to point out, I had texted you about this, about the interview that Blaze Dead Homie did with Replicon Radio.
Yes.
Where by this point the show will have already been done with. He was doing a live show for the 20th anniversary of One Less G in the Hood, and they went track by track, and he was given a bit of behind the scenes stuff, which was really, really cool. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't know. There's a lot of stuff that I'm sure a lot of people didn't know. What's very interesting is Drive By apparently was not supposed to just be Blaze and ABK.
Nope.
It was meant to be the two of them and Twisted.
Yeah.
I guess they just... Because I think the first time it was even really mentioned was on Where It's Going Down on Freak Show, which had 3-6 Mafia on it as well. So they were yelling Drive By with the intent that it was going to be the big 4-person group, but that just didn't come to fruition, and so it just became Blaze and ABK. Now, fast forward to 2021, that is a group now, ESN, East Side Ninjas. So we're still getting the full thing. It's just in a different, it's a different name. Oh, it's Superheroes.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so Drive By was basically hinted at since 2000, and in 2005 we finally get their album. This did get re-released in 2008. That's the version that we're actually covering. There are 2 more songs on it, but it sounds like they were still made back during the original sessions. I don't think that they had decided to make 2 things because they sound of the same time period in production quality. So I would have to assume that they're from those original sessions.
Sure.
This was the last official project that ABK was a part of. He does have a guest feature on a future album that we'll see in a couple months. But this is the last project that he actually did collectively on Psychopathic Records before he left in 2006. And I'm not sure if that's something that he should be proud of that he left with or not. And just to look at production, with the exception of the first track, which was produced by Fritz, the entirety was produced, recorded, engineered, and mixed by Team Supreme, which is Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope, Isham, and Lavelle.
Weird.
So this may also be the very last thing that Lavelle was a part of before he decided to part ways with Psychopathic that he was never officially signed to. Isham as well. So yeah, a lot of people had their hands in this. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. This is not going to sound like anything that we have heard from Blaze and ABK together.
No.
It sounds nothing like the stuff we heard on One Less G, or their songs on Colton Grundy, or their songs on Hatchet Warrior or Dirty History. This was made with the intent to be something that you play in your car with your bass all the way up, so you are heard for blocks and blocks.
This is intended to be a sort of throwback album.
Yes. Do they succeed? We will find out today.
But before we do that, got something we gotta do.
What do we do every episode, my friend?
Crack open a motherfucking Fago.
Oh, hells yeah! I grabbed mine yesterday. I had to make sure they weren't expired. Because Speedway's really bad with that. Because I almost grabbed one that was. I wanted that Moon Mist, but that's not what we got today. I've got a cotton candy.
Delicious. I have here in my hands a genuine Fago Delicious Red Pop. Let's crack
as you would.
Open.
I'm very thirsty, so I'm excited for this. crisp.
Wonderful. All right, let's jump into this. Track number 1. Hear Us Coming.
Drive-by boys got you high. Drive-by boys got you high. Drive-by boys got you high. Eastside home, hear us coming. Drive-by boys got you high.
I guess we can talk over this. There's not really a whole lot that's actually necessary.
No, we're gonna get a short verse, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think it's just ABK. I think Blaze has a short one too. I think towards the very end.
I don't
Maybe
remember.
it's just ABK.
I think it's just ABK has a little interlude verse here coming up shortly.
Yeah. So, yeah, you hear ABK right here. Again, from the get-go, this sounds nothing like what either of these guys have done before.
No. It is
Even-
very intentionally not that. But yeah, not only just like in the style of the beats and stuff, but their delivery is nothing like what they've done before. They are both.
It is
We
a
haven't heard
massive departure.
We haven't heard Blaze yet, but spoilers. He's about as subdued as ABK is on this. Like,
Yes.
keeping it chill. Well, I mean, you can hear him on the, drive by boys, gotcha. Like, that's him for this album. Aside from some things that he does here and there, which are
There
fun.
there is no stay in Detroit, crazy motherfucker named Blaze.
Yeah, no.
Like that is not here anymore. And Blaze was already starting to kind of do that in Colton Grundy.
right.
But it is very, very minimal from that point on. And this one, there's no yelling, there's no angry Blaze.
Nah.
like ABK has had his fair share of I'm just gonna, do a fairly chill delivery. Like, he's not the one who's always all up in your grill.
Right.
He was for about half of Hatchet Warrior, but much
he
of
can
the
go hard,
rest of it
but,
was yeah. It's not to say that he doesn't. It's just it's not nearly as much as what we had from Blaze in the past.
Yeah.
But Blaze, if Straight Outta Detroit is his 10, which it's not, he's at a 3 for a lot of this.
Yeah, easily. This is, as they said, I mean, this is something to crank the bass in your car to. And again, but this isn't speeding down the street. This is you're ghost riding the whip.
You have a slight cruise. You're going 1 mile an hour.
Yep.
You're making your presence known.
You can have you might have the hydraulics going. That's what we're here for. We are not here for anything intense. That's it. But ABK drops a quick delivery of their manifesto, I guess. There's too many soft people, so here they come whistling at you. Coming out of 7 Mile, 1 mile away from 8 Mile, which, as I learned whenever I looked it up, is just literally the split between rich people and not rich people. So it's a little bit deeper, known for being one of the more dangerous areas. And
if I remember correctly, the reason that they're referred to as such is that's actually the distance from inner city Detroit.
I think it's the mile markers, yeah.
Yeah. So that was why we hear 7 Mile a lot. I think that 8 Mile was
I mean, it's known because of movie.
Well, yeah, but people there was a skit in a Bizarre from D12 on one of his albums where they were Bizarre and somebody else were chilling outside, and there's a guy who drives by. He's like, "I'm trying to find 8 Mile. I want to find Eminem's house," and they're like, "Motherfucker, this is 7 Mile." And I think it's referred to on other Psychopathic albums. 7 Mile seems like a very common area.
Yeah.
I guess just where their roots are. But yeah,
it's almost like just mentioning Compton. It is as I understand it, it's just Detroit's Compton.
Yeah.
Like
maybe you're right.
I need to name a place that's, hardcore. 7 Mile.
Does Pittsburgh have that?
It's not Shady Side. What's the one near Shady Side? Was Lawrenceville that one? The Rocks, probably.
Idea. I know nothing.
McKees Rocks. People go on about that. If you want to go for a more local area, like Plan 10 in Aliquippa.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've mentioned that area before on this show.
The Village, but it's not really that bad anymore. It had its times.
My block.
None of these places really have the times that they used to have. It's all just holdovers. Everybody thinks that everything freezes in time and the places are always just as terrible as they were whenever they were growing up, and it's just shit changes. They're still economically depressed, but what are you gonna do? That's Heroes Coming.
That is the tone setter. Literally, that is what you're going to hear on the entirety of this record, in varying degrees of where is this bass beat.
Yep. So
track
2, The Arrival.
Every time I get up in the morning, I see them gangsters out in the street playing, shooting guns, messing with these girls around here. They need to go about their business and get the hell out of here.
True, so tell on your suits that we hear the bass knocking in your system and it's coming through so clear. Me and my partner, we roll tight like green leaves. We hustle for our cheese and we still be yelling for
you heard me screaming it for years, now it's in your fingertips. The book of 2 badass east side lunatics. Struggling since day one, lifting rods, driving by, doing what we had to do in order to survive.
You can see their silhouettes, dirty crooks in the flesh. You can see their silhouettes, dirty crooks in the flesh. You can see their silhouettes, dirty crooks in the flesh. You can see their silhouettes, dirty crooks in the flesh.
I shot the sheriff and his motherfucking deputy. Ain't no one arrested.
They thugs.
Is that what this is?
I think so.
Wow.
This is the one that was produced by Fritz, if I looked at that right. Yeah, The Arrival.
Yeah. This is the track also that contextualizes the whistle that we heard in the first track.
Indeed.
So, when you hear it, that's when you know. Drive-by's here.
The whistle appears on, I think, every track on here.
Pretty much, yeah.
So just in case you forgot what album you were listening to, it's Drive-By.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Has the whistle shown up in any other music before this and we just didn't notice?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Oh, God.
If I were to go back to listen to the Blazing ABK songs of days gone by,
mm-hmm.
I don't that doesn't just stick out to me at all.
Yeah.
I don't remember it on Too Many Bitches because I was too busy paying attention to how we had MC Breed on the hook.
Right. You weren't paying attention to that until after we were done with our listens, though.
Exactly. So. Yeah. I don't remember it on Thug for Life.
No.
With its stolen beat.
I do find it very interesting that they took basically almost just a regular wolf whistle. They were like, what if we just had the same whistle tone twice? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like how we're talking about the whistle so much right now when this isn't even the track that's called Whistle.
This is where they mentioned it, so that's why I'm going to talk about it. But I don't have anything else to say about it.
I don't.
When they show up, you got the I can't whistle that well today.
It's okay. I'll be completely transparent. This is not an album that I'm going to have a lot to say about. for lyrical prowess because they don't really flex it on it. I can point out ones that I think have really, really good hooks in context, which is damn near all of them.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
They got good hooks in here.
They can, yeah. To be fair, this album was not meant to be like, oh yeah, drive-by, lyrical geniuses.
Yeah.
That was not what this album was intended to be. Again, we said it. It was supposed to be put it in your car, blow out your fucking speakers.
Yeah, this might sound like I'm like talking shit on him or whatever, but this is a very Blaze style album. Blaze never really does a whole lot of like deep lyrics or anything like that, or anything like incredible. He just says what he's gonna say and he's done with it. It's not him like yelling like he do, but it's kind of him.
So real quick, I was having a conversation with amazing listener, Homie Jiggles.
Shout out.
And Blaze is not referred to as your dead homie here.
That's true.
So could this have been
Blaze
in the context
homie.
In the context of Psychopathic? Could this have been Blaze and ABK back whenever Blaze was alive?
I think so.
So this would have been made in the 80s.
That's the other thing about this. This isn't... I mean, like, we're only 2 tracks in, so I mean, like, I was going to save this for later, but I'm just going to spoil it right now. This isn't really a Psychopathic album, per se.
No.
This is not, like, you have... Here's the thing. You have the sounds. Like, definitely the production on this. If you listen to it, there's a lot of, like, touches of it where you listen to it and be like, yeah, I could see this coming out of Psychopathic, but the whole product here does not scream Psychopathic to me. The only thing that does, the Hatchet Man on the fucking cover.
2005 was a very interesting year for the fact that they had so many goddamn releases, but they put out a lot of stuff that was not typical of the label.
Yeah.
You have this. You had A1 Yola, which is the least Psychopathic thing that we've ever listened to, with the exception of Breed and 333 by Zug Island. You know? And and don't get me wrong, we skipped Misery, Para la Isla, which in hindsight I'm kind of regretting that we didn't listen to it back then.
We'll
cover it at one point. I know. I'm full of them. But yeah, this was a very interesting year in that they were just kind of like, let's just put out whatever. And 2005 had the most releases that they had put out at that point. So, you know, there was no shortage. It was, well, whatever we put out, it's going to be a hit for the Juggalos.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was, but that's the thing. I mean, we saw that they were obviously dipping their toes into pretty much anything that they had an idea of.
Yep.
And that's why we get Drive-By here.
I'll pose the theory that this was not particularly beloved by Juggalos because there's really no support for this anywhere. Like, I can't go on Genius and find lyrics for any of these tracks at all. You can barely find anything about it. The one thing I was really able to find was you can get the whole album on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's like a topic channel thing, which whatever.
and in the time since, I mean, there's been, I mean, this isn't horrorcore at all. Like, there is mention of like gangster stuff, but that doesn't necessarily correlate with horrorcore.
Oh no.
At all. Like, it's not exclusive.
There are no hatchets.
So,
Blaze doesn't even have his shotgun. He got that post-mortem, I think.
I think that he does later on.
Okay.
I believe that he mentions a shotgun later, so
fair enough.
He doesn't become a zombie and then get his shotgun.
Well, let's go on to track number 3, Whistle.
Bass high, treble low, through the hood, creeping slow. Seen this bitch I used to know, so I hit her with the.
I know you on a mission for that weed, so proceed to the back of the spot. Give them 2 knocks and
Serving up the streets with some brand new shit. Everybody comes running soon as
So if they use the whistle...
The whistle's used for everything.
Yeah, that's
literally everything.
If they use the whistle for, like, every situation, how do they know what to do in, like, a very specific time? Is it like... Because I'm wondering, is it like a microtonal thing? Do they have, like, perfect pitch down to the hertz? And so they can just use... It sounds like it's the same whistle every time.
It is.
But if you have the ear for it, you'll hear, like, the 1 hertz difference between the two, and they got that down to a science, so they know which is for what. I just can't do that on cue, man. I need to do it like 5 times before I got it. Yeah, is that what it is?
You know what? I don't know. I think that they probably, like, when they're communicating with each other, they probably just know the context. And they're just,
maybe.
You know, you use context clues of what's going down.
But I mean, like, what if, like, one of them...
everybody else? No.
What if, like, okay, so, like, Blaze is, like cracking a safe or something because it's the 20s, and, like, ABK's looking out for him, right? ABK's on lookout, but then, across the street, he sees a dame, and he's got a whistle to her. So he drops the whistle, and Blaze is like, shit, he fucks up his safe crack because he's got to run, you know? Or, let's say the opposite happens. He's doing his safe cracking, and ABK sees the police coming, and he drops the whistle. Blaze glances over, sees a dame, thinks that's why the whistle happened. And next thing you know, they're in the pokey. the old pokey. Chucked in a paddy wagon and taken away. All because of the... That's my concern.
Maybe it's the length of the whistle.
It all sounds the same, though. They hit the same length with every single one.
Well, they're just pressing a button for the dramatic effect. Okay, they're just pressing the button. I can't even fucking do it now.
I choose to believe that they are doing every single one of those whistles themselves live.
I wouldn't know. I haven't seen anything of them performing it.
Exactly.
So, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna pay $40 for a Blaze Your Dead Homie cameo, and then we can ask him directly. He can explain in his 60 seconds of how that goes.
This is actually the song on which I noted in my notes that the beats are very consistent with the kind of psychopathic sound, but it's not really a psychopathic album. This is when I decided to say it, so it was only one song after the one I talked about.
No, do you know how it's a Psychopathic Records song? It's got Violent J on it.
Oh, does it? I don't.
That's
remember.
him on the hook. That is him on the hook.
Okay.
And I am almost certain that he's the one who did a lot of the production for it. We'll hear more stuff that Violent J produces further down the line, and this is very, very Violent J sounding.
Huh.
He likes those like kind of like grimy sounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm almost 100% sure that this was produced primarily by him, and then like I said, he's on the hook. So
this is a good track, though. I like it.
It's not bad, actually. I don't mind this one.
This is a very good way to lock down a thing like the whistle. Like, if I could whistle better, it's a very easy thing to do. And it gets in your head, and you know what it's there for? Boom. It's so perfectly nailed that even though they've dropped it like on both of the tracks before this without like saying anything about it really, I'm like, I already know what this is for, and this is perfect.
Yeah.
Like, they made a thing, and I didn't feel like they were forcing it on me, really. They just did it. It felt natural enough.
It's there. Chuh!
Yeah, and it's simple, and it works. It's effective for what it does.
For sure.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you guys. Up
16
next.
years after this came out.
Well, look, somebody's got to be proud of them sometime. Track 4, Pony Down.
that we're here, the game's been changed. So fuck what you think and say this shit to my face. Don't make me put my pony down and gallop on your cranium. Untie my shoe, pull all my lace and use it for a strangling. All you suckers with the swap me rhymes need to step the fuck aside and recognize the shine. How we was raised, you either win or lose. That's why we had to put our ponies down and make some moves.
I put my pony down on the cops who driving past, and they always in my hood asking questions and harassing. My people are considered as evil, and this is unfine. We speak of what you teach us, so I gotta put my pony down. We stay cheat out like old dog and menace. Nobody going out like a bitch. If you can feel this, keep it real with me, pimpin'. Come correct with your limping. Read between the lines, and then you see what I be thinking. Wake up on it with that bullshit. You gotta
I went and I wrote down the definition of pony down
I also did a lookup for that.
from Urban Dictionary.
Oh, yes.
And it was named after an early 1980s Northwest Detroit gang, and it means to take charge of a situation in a truly ghetto way.
They are not talking
Very
about that
hard. Not really.
I mean, they're not even like using it in like the grammatical context is the thing. Like my understanding of it as I also read that definition and the way that I interpreted it, even before I looked up the definition, I was thinking like, okay, it's kind of just like the phrase "pony up," like, which is like means like pay up and shit. But you know, pony down, whatever. You know, it sounds like it's just a 2-word command. You don't need any other things with it. So when they say put your pony down, I'm not really following, but if you imagine Blaze and ABK running around with like the stick horses, it's so much better. Like they're just running around town with those, and somebody does some shit that they don't like, and they're like, do not make me put this pony down. I swear to God.
Also, shoes?
Also shoes, yes, white ponies. They mentioned that later. It is a kind of shoe. I assumed that, like, the context makes it clear, but also I did a lookup. I was like, yes, they are shoes.
I had that figured, but like, they are very distinct in showing off their shoes.
Yes.
There's no booklet for this album, by the way. It's a sheet, and then the back of the sheet, and then the CD where they're about to stomp bitches, and then Blaze where he's holding an imaginary gun on the back.
It's very Yu-Gi-Oh of him.
I was literally just gonna say he's like he got censored by 4 kids.
So in that case, if they're also talking about shoes, they're basically saying if you're looking to start some shit, take your shoes off.
That doesn't seem very helpful if you're in the streets.
Maybe they're not in the streets though. Maybe somebody came to their door with some bullshit, and they're like, "You wanna start? You wanna have an argument inside of my house? Take your shoes off at the door, please."
Yeah, just common courtesy.
Yeah. There's been a whole lot of stuff about the culture of people not taking off shoes inside in America. Let me tell you, I always take my goddamn shoes off. Unless I'm running in for something real fast, these shoes are off at the door.
Funny enough, this is actually the first track that I ever heard by Drive By, from this album. I remember hearing it. It was either on Juggalo News or Fago Lovers. They would post like, these are the songs of the week. And I was like, oh, this is that Dead Homie guy. I'm going to listen to this. And meanwhile, this was in like 2007 probably, so before this got re-released. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is not angry Juggalo anthem guy.
This isn't Bugs on My Nuts.
was already listening to more stuff by then. Wasn't all just Bugs on My Nuts. Come on. Give me some credit. I was listening to Homies by this point. And The Dating Game.
Ah, yes. Of course.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's a good track. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's
got a nice laid-back feel to it, which, I mean, most of these do, but this one has a very specific one.
It's very West Coast.
It is very West Coast.
It's very West Coast. Which is fine, because West Coast is really, really, like, good for that chill shit.
Yeah. Blaze also busts out a voice for one of his verses in this. It's an interesting voice.
I don't remember it.
You know what? Let me see if I can skip
I don't remember what it is,
I think it's like
but I
his
have a
last
feeling
verse.
that I know what it is.
Government was cracking, now you all strong out. You need to stop smoking that shit and put your fucking pony down.
That voice.
That's his sing-songy voice.
It's a specific variety.
We will hear that on more stuff, trust me. He do be doing that.
And you know what? Fun times. That's it for Pony Down, I think, yeah?
I think so.
Right. Track number 5, This High.
It's the weed connoisseur playing tours around my addiction. What is fact? What is fiction? To get or got? That's the question. That have or have not the cause and effect of getting shot. You'll never truly understand the plight of an addict. I can never get enough, and sometimes I think I can fly, and I'm just the one to try. Northern lights in my system, and I hit the sky. Never in your life been this high.
Roll it up,
The northern lights took me straight to the sky. You ain't never in your life been this high.
light it up.
I think that I can fly. Hold up, I'm about to try. You ain't never in your life been this high.
Roll it up,
The northern lights took me straight to the sky. You ain't never in your life been this high.
light it
I
up.
think that I can fly. Hold up, I'm about to try.
We got a weed song, man.
We certainly do.
That's a solid weed song.
Really?
I'm down with it.
I'm fairly indifferent to this one.
It's interesting. This also is... This is like, in my mind, this beat. This is the beat of like that era of rap. That's like the Tipsy beat. And that was like the thing that everybody thinks of whenever they think, like, at the time, if you're thinking of a rap beat, that's the one. I remember it being
I had to
big
think
at the
about it for a
time.
minute
You know what
there.
I mean?
Yeah, that was a couple of years before then. But yeah.
Okay, well, I can't remember any time at all, so... Close.
Yeah, what was that? Jaquan, yeah. Yeah, that is actually very... It's fairly reminiscent of it. But they just didn't get, like... The hits aren't as, like, heavy.
Yeah. But that bass pattern, that was the thing for a while. I don't know if it still is.
Is that almost... No, for some reason the song Grindin' by Clips had come to mind, but it doesn't sound like that. Honestly, Grindin' sounds better. But clearly, you've never been this high.
Ever. In
ever.
your life.
Never in your life. And I don't know, perhaps later on they might reiterate this to you that you've never been this high.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this sounds like something that needs reinforced.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot.
Uh-huh.
With more people to tell you that you've never been this high.
Yeah. Yeah.
So track 6.
That is Hear Me Now.
Our style is dynamite like a kid. If you having problems hearing, you should turn it up a bit. Can you hear me now? The perfect melody of sound and percussion. Rattling the trunk, it's that bumping. Ain't that something that brand new you're not accustomed to? Not that
just stop fronting. Situations that you shouldn't be in probably could have been prevented with advice from a friend. We the drive-by boys, can you hear me now? Eastside Detroit, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? We the drive-by boys,
Can you hear them now?
How was this not like in every Verizon commercial?
My God.
Like, come on, let's be real here. It literally, like, if you want the best promotion ever, just get the Drive-By Boys.
Honestly. So yeah, I mean, ABK, he's been doing his thing for a while. A while before any of this. A while before Psychopathic in general. And I'd say by this point, yeah, people heard him. You know?
Yeah, more than likely.
I don't know what in this particular project that he once heard. But I think people are hearing him.
Indeed. And I think that also goes for Blaze as well.
Yeah.
I hear beats.
Yeah, I hear beats.
I hear instrumentals.
Yeah, they have some okay stuff. Taking half a verse each, then the little trade-offs on that hook. It's pretty cool. Hearing
Blaze's vocals doubled up in the very beginning, because it was a minute since I really remembered this one, is very jarring, because the one is just his like deep smooth voice, and then the other was that voice that you pointed out at the end of the last track.
Yeah.
Or no, that wasn't pointed out, but still, having that doubled is very, very weird. Also, I never really paid attention to it until just now, but that guitar that's being strummed 3 times in every bar. It's a very weird chord progression.
I don't recall. Let me get another listen here.
Okay.
Back this up.
It's that bumpin', ain't that something that brand new you're not accustomed to? Not that
I think it's nylon strings.
Yep. That's just a little jazzy going on there.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not what I would expect in this.
That's
I'm here for heavy bass beats, not for no Maria.
That's just an interesting thing in rap. They will always just find something to throw in out of nowhere, and you're just gonna be like, "What the fuck? That's cool."
It's like, okay, I guess.
I like it. Like it a lot. This track, not the track overall. I don't like it a lot. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But that guitar thing, I like that a lot. That was pretty cool. It's good decisions made here and there. Track 7.
All right, well, we're halfway through. Let's move on.
Yellow Tape.
Yeah, man, they got yellow tape. Police, ambulance.
There was some murder that went down over there on 7 Mile.
Caution.
I see corner trucks. It was just crazy. Man, I ain't even
All over there, man. 7 miles.
I don't know.
Bring out the yellow tape. Bring out the yellow tape.
Somebody got shot and they set up roadblocks to catch the shooter. It was execution style, they took his head off with the Luger. It happened so quick, I barely noticed when it hit me like a brick. It must have been some dirty pigs who pulled off that
There
shit.
was a murder on the east side. Speculation, we done it. Now the cops are out hunting while me and my homies running. There was a murder and I swear I wasn't here. But the way the story's going, man, we should disappear.
It was murder in cold blood at the center of the neighborhood. People watching in disbelief, they do nothing but grind their teeth and hold their tongue. Shots rung out, doubt they even thought about calling 911.
Everybody on the block looking around. It's like the whole neighborhood's turned upside down. I wish I knew, but it's just too late. Cause every TV that I see keeps showing our face.
They say we clipped that kid, but not this time. This crime ain't mine. They chasing us for. Wait till they bust through the door. They say we clipped that kid, but not this time.
This is an interesting one.
This was a bonus track on the re-release.
Oh, cool.
I don't care for the hook on this one, but I actually enjoy the rest of the track because I think it's a little bit more focused.
We have somewhat of a storytelling track here.
Yeah, so I enjoyed this one actually more than a lot of the prior ones that we've discussed so far.
I like the section at the end that they have. The like, I didn't do it, all I did was ride by. I like that. That's pretty great.
Oh yeah, I remember the part you're talking about.
That was really cool. They definitely did it.
I like the instrumental for this one a lot too. Mm-hmm. It's very what's the phrase I want to use? Atmospheric.
Yeah.
I think. It sounds very cool. Honestly, this instrumental is legit something that probably anybody else on the label could have used for whatever they would have wanted.
Yeah. Like,
this sounds most like a Psychopathic Records beat.
And when you get into that hook, they have like that kind of that like radio whine sound going on that like typifies old sci-fi sounds and stuff. This would have been the track that would make a Psychopathics from Outer Space a Psychopathics from Outer Space. The one that justifies them calling it Psychopathics from Outer Space before they just throw what the fuck ever on it.
And just do nothing with it for the rest of it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Interesting that this was a bonus one and this wasn't included on the original release. Like I said, it sounds like they were all made at the same time. There's nothing really discerning that they made 2 new tracks just for this re-release. So yeah, I'm very intrigued as to.
I feel like I read something about this track in particular, unless it was just noting that it was a bonus track. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll figure it out by a song or two later.
I have no idea.
Anything else on Yellow Tape?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All right. Track 8. She's Out There.
Why don't you shoot me up to the liquor store?
Nigga, for what? I ain't got no gas.
I need to holler at this little bitch up there.
Most people don't see it when I preach it, but it's when obstacles come when you need it. A little something to relax the nerves and help you through the hard times to avoid them curves. She's out there and I really need her bad, cause the last time I had her was the best I ever had. So if you see her, send the bitch my way, because I need her in my life like every day.
She comes dressed in Philly zigzags, orange and whites, and when she on fire, she got me feeling alright. Takes me to another world, and I ain't talking soaps. There's something about this place without her I couldn't cope. She's sold by the weight, usually 8 nickels and dimes, and if you got enough bread, then an ounce ain't all defined. And I'm trying every day to make her stay, but she gotta leave, and now she out there in the streets waiting on me. She's out there.
Talking about some vices here.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
First verse is about the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
The marijuanas. I know one of them was about alcohol.
Alcoholism is very bad. Cheers, y'all. Yeah.
I got nothing else. This was a track that I never paid attention to in the past, so I didn't realize what it was about until I was doing my lessons this time.
There is a keyboard in that in there somewhere that is doing some fucking cheesy ass Homestar Runner sounding lines. Like the tone of it is that like the Casioist keyboard. I love it.
Got Violent J on that hook, so maybe he had just found Homestar Runner and he was just like,
maybe.
I need to do this.
Back in 05, yeah, it's the heyday.
And Isham was like, what the fuck are you doing? That was him to Violent J in the chorus, what you doing right now, bitch? Violent J's like, no, I got this, trust me.
And that's why he left. So yeah, I think that's about it for that, you know.
I do as well.
Track 9, Black Khakis.
Damn, you had to see these niggas, man. There was like 15, 20 of them. They had on black khakis, white t-shirts, and white ponies.
Black khakis every day, pressed and creased. On the corner with my 40 hanging with hot peaks. Now I'm what you call so fresh and so clean. With a Supreme in that shining way outside the main. I keep them cuffed at the bottom in the pockets full of green. Starched up real nice for my gangster lean. We say green, so sings in the sense what you speak, you bitch. Black khakis best for success, so watch your lips. Who in this bitch got their khakis on? With a white t-shirt, ball cap in the chrome. Peace to handle anything coming my way I don't like. Call me quick cause I pull my shit and light your ass up right. I had run-ins with hoes but none of that flows up at their crib. Cause when you gone they always want to burn up all your shit. Black hoodies, black khakis, and white ponies. And with the sap of pigs if she acting phony. All black khakis with my white ponies on. Right there.
Gangster.
Step aside and move along. All black khakis with my white ponies on. Right there.
Gangster.
Step aside and move along. All black khakis with my white ponies.
Are they still khakis if they're not khaki?
Yeah. It's the style of the pants.
Khaki is a color, Mike.
Khaki is a color.
That's also why they were called that.
Well, it's the style of the pants.
Part of the style is the color, which they are named after. I'm just saying, dog.
They're still khakis.
I don't see it, man.
Well, clearly you've never owned a pair of black khakis.
I have.
Drive by will then be... They will have to come to you and explain the intricacies of these black khakis.
If we could
all they're
get-
going to do...
If we could get them on to talk about it, I don't want to talk to them about anything else except whistle frequencies and
Okay,
black khakis.
then you know what? We'll get another $40 to get Cameo for Blaze. He can corroborate directly with ABK. And then he can let us know in his 60 seconds.
I want them on the show. Because here's the thing. What if they give me an answer and it just raises more questions? Then I gotta get them another Cameo. And you know what?
Yeah.
This is getting expensive. I don't have the funding for that. Nobody's giving me the funding for that. I don't have my stimmy check yet.
It's great whenever we date these.
Probably still won't when this comes out.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie. I totally blanked out whenever I was listening to this track on my regular lessons and my note-taking one.
This is where I took note of white ponies being shoes. Because it's pretty obvious that they're talking about that. They're just talking about the uniform.
Yeah,
That's it.
Apparently that's what it takes to be a member of Drive By. All 2 members.
Yep. That's what happened. Mad Rocks and Monoxide were like, "Oh, we don't do khakis, man.
No, we don't fuck with these."
No, we're all about chinos."
I don't know. I need to rewatch the video for.
We're about the chinos and Skechers.
Need to rewatch the video for homies to see what they were rocking in there.
So they don't make light up white ponies, so gonna have to pass on that one.
That'd be very inefficient.
Sorry. They don't make light up white ponies. Gonna have to pass on that one.
Why does he have like a gangster like?
Because I can't talk. I can't talk like him without just automatically slipping into that. I'm not Jamie Madrox.
Jamie Madrox, real hood gangster, New York gangster.
Hey, Tony.
Put the money in the bag, or you get an axe upside your fucking head.
Don't make me get Monoxolini in here.
Track number 10. By My Side.
I reckon they're talking about a gun.
Seems like there's a lot of stuff that they keep by their side.
Yeah, in the hook I feel like they're mostly talking about a gun, though.
Yeah.
You know?
This was the other bonus track that was on the re-release. It's weird whenever you put tracks that are bonus ones not at the end.
Yeah.
Which is what most people
I think it's cool that they made an effort to like sequence them.
Yeah.
Because overall, this album doesn't feel like awkward in its flow or anything like that. Granted, I feel like you could probably
also
put
because
it on,
they don't really sound different.
Yeah, I think you could put it on random and it still wouldn't sound all that bad. But like, you know, there's
only two songs that would sound very, very awkward if they were put right next to each other.
Right.
And okay, so you know, but yeah, like the rest of this, if you put, Hear Us Coming at the beginning and just changed up pretty much everything else, it would make sense.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be bad.
I mean,
because and a great thing about it is there are distinct intros and they cut off on the end like perfect. So these tracks were made to be tracks, they're not part of a bigger picture.
Yeah.
With the exception of the next two, because that does have a lead into the final track, but I
think the first three tracks were good sequencing in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they would feel awkward somewhere else. I think that they feel better where they're at. In that order.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, because
Here It's Coming is definitely like an intro thing.
Yeah, and then the Arrival and Whistle. Yeah, those totally make sense for where they are.
Yeah,
but everything else, fuck it. You can change it all up.
Anyway, this track is pretty whatever to me. It's all right.
Which
okay.
Hey, for this being a bonus one, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's okay, but it's not stellar.
Yeah. Well, track 11. All I Know.
All I know is what I learned since day one. All bad, raised on the wrong side. No good, all sad. I ain't complaining though, cause what I really know is when it's time to jack to get scraps, I'm a professional. This is our chance to prove the critics wrong with one song, one verse. They not my hit 'em where it hurts. All I know is sold out shows, not paying radio to play us. No
good track. I like this track a lot. Actually,
that's pretty solid. I didn't realize until just now, but I think this is like the most like upbeat track.
Yeah, it's
like,
got a good
moving.
drive to it. It feels good.
So
there's also a really sweet riff going on throughout that whole thing that I really like. It just rules. I'll note, and I feel like I talk about this a lot whenever we get to songs like this. When they're talking about being real, which they also did on Hear Me Now, and I forgot about that. Are they? Are they though? I mean, I don't know, man.
So, my friend, how can you not believe someone who is a dead gangster reanimated by the power of the Lotus?
We're not talking about the dead gangster at this time.
But he is linked. Sure. This is pre. He is as real as they come.
Mm-hmm.
He is linked up with other people who you may not think are wicked clowns or twisted serial killers, but clearly everything that they discuss is them and everything that they choose to do in their lives. How are you not believing this?
Because of the very stark separation of this from their other content, I find this to be more of a thing where I'm like, I'm listening to this straight up as if it was like, you know, a regular rap album, because it just is. This is a standard hip hop album. This isn't. I wouldn't even put this in the psychopathic mythos. This is completely removed from that. But I'm amused by it every time.
Hatchet, man.
Every time whenever I hear somebody talk about being real in this kind of way. And I'm pretty sure I've referenced this line before, but I'm going to do it again. One of my favorite lines from Mega Ran's Robot City, the remix, that somebody dropped in there when they say, MC Xerox wants to call himself unique. Because here's the thing, you can go ahead and, you know, do the tongue-in-cheek thing with that and all that stuff, but, like, this isn't coming off as, like, a tongue-in-cheek thing. This is coming off as, like, you know, they're trying to be earnest with us here. And, you know, they're doing the, oh, all these people too soft, but we're real, and it's like, but you're not. You are aiming those shots at yourself. Stop it. And it's not even like in a goofy, jokey way. Like, it's not. I don't see them winking and nudging me about this. It's like, I feel like you're really trying to say that, and I don't know why you're really trying to say that. Because it just don't go. You know what I mean? I like this track though. That's all I have to say. I mean, like, I'm just saying, man. You know?
I don't know. I think that they're real.
Shut up.
Just saying it out of spite.
You know what? I'm gonna take my field trip to Detroit one day. I'm gonna go on to 7 Mile. I'm gonna drop a whistle. I'm gonna see if anybody responds. You'll see how everybody reacts to that.
Well, Blaze won't, because he doesn't live there anymore.
Well, I want to see how the populace reacts. Like,
okay. Are they aware of drive-by?
Right. Do some people take cover?
Do they still shudder to utter their names? Are they the Lord Voldemort of Detroit?
Does it turn the dames' heads?
Final track 12. This High remix.
Remix, yeah. Drive-by boy. Remix, yeah. Boy. Drive-by boy. White pony, white t-shirt, and khakis, boy. Drive-by boy. Remix.
Inhale, exhale, drift off. Who's coming with me? To that green cloud above the city pussy made of sticky. Stay faded and represent your slanted eyes like a badge. Cause you don't get that from no swag. Only the best is worthy to resin my lungs. And if you got it, come and see us, cause we purchase in tons. Big hitters when it comes to a blunt. And if y'all just relax, I might fire one up.
See me way up, bitch, I'm real high. Shots of Patron and put some smoke in the sky. Drive by, these niggas got me smoking blunts. Northern lights, purple funk, bumps all through the trunk. Welcome to the deep, we the giants of the streets. Is what you thought, don't think. When we high, you get beat. And if you think I'm playing, bitch, I'ma take it till you're wild. When we ride, you die, then it's back to getting high.
You ain't never in your life been this high. Bring the back, bring the northern lights took me straight to the sky.
Never in your life, never in your life, never.
I walk above ground, everything is surround. Where am I? Never in your life been this high.
Bring the back, bring the back.
It's a remix. I mean,
It is a remix.
I didn't even take notes on it because it's a remix.
I don't listen to the regular version of this song.
Oh.
I like the remix a lot, actually. We heard Lavelle on there. There's also Violent J and Isham. And Isham has one of my favorite lines on this entire album. And this is the opening one. You ain't never in your L-I-F-E been this H-I-G-H. You little crybaby, B-I-T-C-H. I don't know. I just love that line. Violent J also has
Mike,
a decent
H with
verse.
H.
Yeah, no. Violent J also with a better high verse than he had on So High.
That's hard to pull off.
No, it's not.
Sarcasm.
No. Sorry, I can't read sarcasm sometimes.
You can't read a fucking book either.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I like this version better than the original. Instrumental is basically exactly the same, but we did get like new verses from Killa and Blaze, which I appreciate. It's not just we tacked these guys on here because. So yeah, they all put some effort into it.
Somewhere in there, they also, I think, did like a weird mix of like one of the lines from like "Hear Us Coming" or something. They cut a whole bunch of stuff from the album into this.
I do like that the voice in the beginning, not the "Dry by boys got your high," but the other one
Black
that's
cats,
distorted.
white ponies.
Yeah, that is ABK.
Oh really?
And you can tell. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously they put an effect on it, but you can tell because you can hear his lisp when he says "white ponies." It's just very distinct.
That's Drive-By,
But
though.
that's Drive-By.
That's Pony Down.
Prelude. So, yeah, as I mentioned before, this was the last thing that ABK was on a full project of.
Rest in peace.
Before his untimely departure from Psychopathic in early 2006. And yeah, Drive-By was basically on hiatus for a very long time. They re-released this in 2008, shortly after he returned. And we still would not get another Drive-By album for another... It was either 2011 or 2013. That's when the next project from Drive-By came out. That said, and we'll look into those in the future, but none of Drive-By's other music sounds like this record. It sounds more like the stuff that we've been accustomed to from their solo albums with their guest features.
I see.
Which I feel like most people are comfortable with, but regardless of my thoughts on this record, which I'm honestly not a huge fan of this album. It's not what I really want from Blaze and ABK, and that's just fine. That's my own personal opinion. But again, we can't really fault them for trying something that was different.
Yeah.
I have yet to meet somebody who's been like, yo, no, this album is absolutely fucking amazing. Although recently, whenever I was talking to Jiggles, he was like, yeah, I don't know, like, I wasn't a big fan of that album. And then he messaged me a couple days ago saying, okay, I'm not going to lie, I did just re-listen to it in, like, it was either in his car with, like, his really good system, and he was like, okay, I have a better opinion now.
And I'm like... That is ultimately the way to listen to this. Two of my listens to this were driving. Like, just going on a nice little Sunday drive, usually on Saturday. Just going out, because I've just been doing that now. I'm like, you know what? I need to drive somewhere because I'm not fucking going anywhere otherwise. I'll take a ride out to somewhere that I usually don't go. Yeah, have a nice little scenic drive. And this is very good to drive to. This is a tight album. Like, you don't have to listen to it. You don't really have to pay much attention to it. It's just, you gotta let those beats wash over you, enjoy a good hook here and there. And that's it. I 100% get it that this is not necessarily a beloved album in the Juggalo community. It is a good album, though. It is a pretty good album. I would actually very closely relate this to The New Prescription, because it does not belong in the Juggalo canon, per se, as a Juggalo album, because it's just fucking not. It is outside of the style, outside of the feel of it, outside of the theming overall. Like, they are talking about their own shit here, and it kind of feels like it's a time... It was, like, just their own check of, like, what if we just went and did our own fucking thing? Like, I don't know necessarily what the politics of Psychopathic were for their albums prior to this. I don't know if there was anything in particular going on that, would have pushed them into doing things a certain way or not. What kind of freedom they would have had over stuff. But this really feels like it was just kind of like, hey, we're just going to do what we're going to do, and that's it. Because otherwise, I think it would have turned out a lot different if they were aiming to make one that fit in to Psychopathic Records.
What I'm wondering is, since this was worked on by Team Supreme, again, Violent J, Shaggy Tudo, Isham, and Lavelle, I'm wondering if this was kind of just an all-inclusive project.
Yeah.
Something that maybe, like, Team Supreme were working on beats and either offered that to Drive By, or Drive By was like, hey, we were thinking about maybe doing something like this. Would you guys want to work on it? Again, you've only got Fritz on one track on here, but he still makes it sound like the rest of the record. Yeah. So, whether he did it first and then they stepped in, or vice versa, or again, they all had a collective hand, whatever. Again, at this point, Psychopathic was no stranger to putting out stuff that was not their norm. We had already gotten, again, A1 Yola was significantly different than Isham's prior work, or at least prior work on Psychopathic. We'd already had The New Prescription, which nothing to this day has sounded like something like that.
Nope.
For better or worse, we enjoyed the album. 333 is a straight up rock CD in a very loose sense, in that it's barely rockin' at all. Cracked Tiles was still cool.
Cracked Tiles is a good time.
And again, Misery, we didn't talk about it, but I mean, that was not really a horrorcore record as well. That is kind of along the lines of, like, A1 Yola loosely, but with a more New York feel.
Interesting.
They've put out stuff that's been, again, outside of the comfort zone to mixed success, but not much after this, I think, comes out for a while that ventures outside of that again. With records from ICP and Twisted and Blaze that were going to be coming out within the next few years, there isn't as much of that branching out. So I don't know if maybe, again, the year of 2005, where they put out a lot of music, was kind of like, cool, we got it out of our system, or these didn't perform to the level that we wanted them to. Maybe we should just stick with what we're, successful with.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's one more actual release that comes out in 2005, which is technically a 2-disc. So that'll be split into 2 episodes.
Wahoo.
But again, Drive-By would not release another album for quite a while. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's after Blaze had already left Psychopathic. So it might have been in 2013. So yeah, that's Drive-By. Let us know what you think of this album, whether you had listened to it back in 2005 when it originally came out, or if you picked it up later on. Very curious to hear other people's opinions on it, because I know there's people who dig Blaze and ABK, but I don't have a lot of input on what people think of this one. So
yeah, I mean,
let us know.
I'd like to hear your perspectives from inside and outside of the Juggalo community and stuff. I'm curious.
Indeed. You can let us know that
on our various social medias, such as Facebook,
Juggalo Judgment,
Twitter,
@Juggalo Judgment,
Instagram,
Juggalo Judgment.
Let's say you had a longer message or something. Perhaps you could shoot us an email.
JuggaloJudgment@gmail.com.
Say you wanted to talk to me specifically instead of Mike, who is a judgmental bastard. You could hit me up on Twitter at @Shmeev.
And if you want to hit me up personally and just have me yell at you and call you stupid for having an opinion that differs from my own, you can hit me up on Twitter @MikeSpawnTheSEJ or on Instagram straight as Juggalo.
Yeah.
I blanked for a second.
Forgetting your own shit.
It's one of those days.
When you don't want to wake up. So, that's it for Drive-By, I think.
Yep. Thanks as always for listening.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
There's only one thing left to do.
Please share the episodes with people.
Oh yeah, share it. Give us a rating on iTunes. We haven't said that shit in a fucking long time, have we?
No, we haven't. Because the last one we got was... Well, no, the last one we got was a nice one.
I don't really
care. The one prior to that was a shitty one. Yeah, it's whatever. Go listen to Roach Coach and review them on iTunes. They are within, I think, 13...
within striking distance of the Twisted 2
Hundo. Of the Twisted 2 Hundo Never Dundo. So go and do that. Although, to be completely honest, I kind of hope that they don't hit the 200 until like the summer, because Twisted's new album is coming out then, and it is meant to be an all-rock album.
God.
And if the first 2 tracks that we have heard so far are any indication, this is the one that I think that they should review. I really hope that that's what they go with.
Maybe you could get that... Maybe you get that request in regardless,
Yeah.
Once they dip their toes in and find out the Freak Show is actually just kind of a mediocre album and not new metal at all, you can slide that one in.
For 2021.
But with all that said, it's time to finish your bagels. Delicious.
Peace.
Later.